Well, the largest stock of the evening that we've talked about today is Steinhoff Holdings. So why did it make the cut as the trade of the day, Paul?
Because it's large. We like large companies here. And it's also got a geared exposure to Europe.
Yeah.
Because they went in and bought that Conforama business, geared up, took a lot of debt on board in order to do so. Look, they had quite established businesses manufacturing the old Steinhoff business, Eastern Europe, selling into Western Europe. They own JD Group and Cap International locally, so they've kind of reorganized their local holdings. But the general feeling is that at just below 30 Rand a share, they paid out a recent dividend. It's a stock which is poised to do well if Europe recovers into 2013 and experiences rising levels of GDP and some of the hysteria about Italy and Spain and all these other countries starts to abate, which is where they've got business operations, the big three, Spain, Italy and France.
So you've talked about the gearing nature. I mean, Chris, for you, what would be the reasons you'd suggest buying Steinhoff if you had to simplify it?
I think all of that Paul's talked about, but we sometimes forget they've got a big operation in the UK as well. At the last results presentation, I spent some time talking to Sean Summers, ex-CEO of Pick n Pay, who now runs their UK operations. And they're very, very big. They're one of the first or second in the bedding industry, bedding retail market in the UK. So I think they're poised to do well in that country when that turns around as well. So I think it's very much a turnaround situation, and it's not expensive. This is the beauty of this thing. This is not an expensive share.
And of course, you've got this potential listing, which is looming. It's still uncertain about the date there.
Yeah, just to crystallize that, that would be if they were to take the European-only operations, put them onto the market and list it there, so that the top holding group would then have stakes in these other listed entities. But that's not an essential move, I don't think. It's just one of the possibilities that they may consider. Look, Steinhoff is not for everybody. A lot of people worry about all the relentless acquisitions. They're also known to have the odd fight with the tax people around the world, because their complex financials lend themselves to, debates about where the real value is. But that's the one we're going to go for. So we're going to be long Steinhoff. We'll have to decide what size of position to take. So if you signed up with that follow hot stocks thing you've been seeing flashing up here behind Chris, then you'll get an email this afternoon. We'll actually work out, we'll go onto the platform, do the Steinhoff purchase, and that'll be one of the holdings then that we'll hold in our portfolio alongside all of the others. So I'm quite excited about that. And I think below the 30 Rand level into an economic recovery sounds good to me.